Morning, all. All right, so we've got a preview news video for your Friday, June 4th, at a time of year where normally it's Stanley Cup Finals, Stanley Cup Trophy being awarded, first week of June, second week of June at the latest. This year it's going to be July. So we have two games tonight, as there are tomorrow night as well. I like the two games a day thing, especially when they're spread out like this. Starting at 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific, the Winnipeg Jets at home again against the Montreal Canadiens. Winnipeg has to win this one. It's really that simple. So once we all get past the whole Scheifele thing, which has overshadowed the fact Montreal's ahead 1-0, Montreal's in a pretty good position now. Scheifele's out 4 games. He will not appeal, which makes sense because the appeal process takes a while. It's something we've talked about before, that the appeals process takes a while. Should it be a shorter period of time? Probably should be a shorter period of time, but it's not. So he won't appeal the 4-game ban. I have to say this too. I didn't think we'd have to discuss this on the internet anymore. I figured that by 2021 we'd have this figured out. I didn't like the hit. I agreed with the suspension, but Scheifele the player, I've always liked the player. You can separate the player from the hit, and there are apparently threats and comments being posted towards his family, and it's really clearly rattled him, as you can see in an interview with him today, and it's getting ridiculous, really ridiculous. So yeah, there's a lot of accusations out there towards Scheifele, and honestly, it's all just absolutely, it's insane. Again, the hit suspendable, yes. Was it a bad hit? Absolutely. But, I mean, I've watched every Jets game all year. I've watched every Jets game for years. I've never looked at Scheifele and said, well, this guy's clearly a dirty player and something's got to be done. So, yeah, don't bring somebody's family into it, I guess, is an really odd message that we shouldn't have to be handing out. But here we are. Lehkonen is likely the one that's stepping in tonight for Montreal in place of Jake Evans. So, hopefully Evans isn't out for too long. But Lehkonen is absolutely a good player to have in your lineup. So for Montreal, they should be better off. I would think that Winnipeg without Scheifele, they're going to struggle to score. And this was a team that was already looking at Carey Price at the other end of the ice to begin with. So, that definitely changes the entire series. In my eyes, it means that Montreal's probably going to end up winning this series. But we'll see. We'll see what Winnipeg comes up with tonight and all that. And then at 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific, the Colorado Avalanche looking for a stranglehold 3-0 series lead, which is why I believe Vegas probably wins this game. It is a must-win. Vegas is pretty good at the must-wins. The elimination games, but yeah, the must-win where they're down 2-0, I'll go ahead and say, yeah, they should be able to pull out this win tonight. All they have to do basically is do what they did in Game 2, just find that extra goal that they needed. They were close. And so they just need to find that extra goal to put them over the top. But for Vegas, this is kind of it. If they lose tonight, yeah, it's pretty much done. Then it's just a matter of whether or not it's a sweep or it ends in 5, right? Yeah, so that's your look at tonight's games. Let me know who you think's going to win the games in the comment section below. King Clancy finalists. So this is for players who are leaders on and off the ice. It's more of an off the ice thing. Curtis Gabriel, San Jose Sharks, PK Subban, New Jersey Devils, and Pekka Rinne of the Nashville Predators. I have no idea who's going to win this award. It is one of the more unpredictable awards because it is awarding somebody for things they've done in the community, leadership, things they've done off the ice, more than anything else. So how you quantify that, yeah, that's the tricky part. I don't make any kind of predictions on that. I will predict the other awards though before they happen, because why not? So yeah, King Clancy finalists announced. A signing, an entry-level contract signing. I talk about the entry-level contract signings for first-round picks only because at this time of year you get a lot of them. Nils Lundqvist, 2018 first-rounder, signs an entry-level contract with the Rangers. This is great news for the Rangers. 20 years of age, and he won the Salming Trophy this year as the SHL's best Swedish-born defenseman, a trophy that is decided on by Borje Salming himself. He's 5'11", 187 pounds. His offensive numbers in the SHL this past season, pretty strong. So there you go. The New York Rangers get another good young defenseman, first-round pick to put with Miller, with Fox, who's developed into what should have been a top 10 pick in his draft class. And so, yeah, they the richness of that blue line gets a little bit richer with the addition of Lundqvist. We'll see how things work out for him in the fall. Max Domi had right shoulder surgery, and it will require him 5 to 6 months in order to fully recover from that, which, if you get your calendar out, means he will not be good to go in October in all likelihood. So for Domi, it also means that if you were thinking maybe Columbus might look to move him in the offseason, it might get a little more difficult while he's recovering from shoulder surgery. I only say that because it feels like Domi gets traded every year, so maybe, but anyways, he's very likely going to stick around with Columbus. I would think that they give him another year and just see in a regular season how things are going to work out for him. And for Carolina fans, no news to report on Foegele or Trocheck, just that it's all day-to-day. It's same thing with Carlo. Carlo is seen as day-to-day. He could be okay for Boston, might be all right. But for Carolina, if they don't have Foegele or Trocheck, that significantly impacts the team. But Carolina, used to being underdogs, used to being a team fighting their way out and proving people wrong. Maybe they're ready to do it again. Who knows? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below, as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.